So Landon has been sick for a while.
What's going on, LS gang? I wish I could be there with Shyla, giving you guys all the updates on what's going on with my situation, but this is my reality right now.
How do we come off like not for sympathy? Like, how do we come off to inspire people?
Honestly, just I've been dreading making this video. I didn't know what to say.
How do we do this? Like, where do we start with this? I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who left a really nice comment under the video we posted last, who took a moment to message Landon and I, or just reach out to us with your well wishes. It means the world, and it did not go unnoticed. It was just so many messages. There was no way we could respond to everyone, but it literally moved Landon and I to tears. Like, we are so grateful to have the support like we do, and it's really nice to see so many of you guys rooting for him. And we didn't even specify exactly what it was, but the fact that you guys were still, you know, respecting that and just wishing him well is just beautiful, and it did not go unnoticed. So a lot has happened since the last video. I'm doing my best to keep you guys updated, but obviously Landon is first priority. He has been in the hospital receiving excellent care. The reason we didn't want to share the diagnosis right away is we kind of were going back and forth, like, should we say what it is? Should we not? I feel like obviously as vloggers, we open ourselves up in the most vulnerable way, the most vulnerable parts of our life. It's just something we weren't ready to speak about yet, because one, we didn't even, we were getting a second opinion. We didn't even have a clear 100% diagnosis. And two is, I feel like once you do that, you open up a lot of room for criticism. But on the other hand, we feel like you guys deserve to know. So we originally did a biopsy, which is where they take a needle and they grab a sample from, in this case, it was a mass by his heart that they were looking at. And it's in between his lungs, and there were several other masses around. And we did find out that it is lymphoma, which is a cancer. We don't even like, we call it the C word. We don't even like to say the C word because once people hear cancer, they just, I feel like they stigmatize you, and you know, all cancers are not the same. All cancer patients are not the same. All treatments aren't the same. Nothing is the same about this. So in our house, we literally call it the C word. So yes, it is cancer. No, it is not a death sentence. At his old doctors, they misdiagnosed the type of lymphoma that I thought he had. So thank God we went and got a second opinion, guys. If anyone you know is out there going through something similar, make sure you get a second opinion. This second opinion literally saved his life. This doctor saw so many things wrong from our visit, and he was shocked that his first doctor's office did not keep him in there. They should have admitted him right away, which they did not. They misdiagnosed him. And we found out from the biopsy, they didn't even take enough sample of the mass to properly diagnose it. Like, it's been so insane, and we're so grateful that we had access to care to be able to see a better doctor who was able to give us the correct diagnosis. And due to coronavirus, it's been even worse. His first doctor's office, they wouldn't even see him because every time we would go in, he had a fever, which is a symptom because the mass in his chest is pushing on his heart, which causes a fever, but no one would listen. So he literally has been tested like 6-7 times for COVID, which is crazy. He is starting treatment. He did his first chemotherapy yesterday. It was like 9 hours long, and he's doing well, guys. He's doing well. I was preparing for the worst. Me, his family, we were all preparing for the worst, hoping for the best, obviously. And I'm so happy to say that it went really well. He is feeling pretty good. He's feeling better than when he originally went in. He's gained almost like 20 pounds and he's only been in like a week. And that makes me so happy. That makes my heart so happy. So like I said, he's in treatment right now. He has the support of all of you guys, and that means the world to him. There are no words to describe it. Obviously he has his family, his friends, me, Celine. Everyone's rooting for him right now, and this is just a chapter in his book. And I'm excited for the day we post a video titled Cancer Free. And we look forward to that. Like I said, guys, we're just trying to keep it positive, keep him uplifted, because we know cancer has a tendency to consume people, but we're just reminding him that he has cancer. He is not cancer. He is so much more than this diagnosis. So hopefully he'll be home soon where he can continue to get better, and hopefully he'll be in the next vlog with me. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your patience and me uploading this video. And I guess we'll see you soon.
But for most part, people like your age should be able to handle the chemo well. So the chemo is there are 5 drugs together, 3 chemo, 1 steroids, and 1 antibody. So the chemo is, if you're reading,
So the reason Landon is not here filming this with me is because we went to see a specialist yesterday, and things were a little worse than we thought, and he had to be admitted immediately to the hospital, where he is going to stay.
What the f? You're gonna take caution. What? That's common sense.
Okay, we're gonna go home and see Soul, but it's not. Soul's gonna be there. Like, everyone's worried about you not being here. He's saying if one day can be a wrong day.
Honestly, we don't have a choice. Doctors I just talked to him. Austin called him for me, so he says no. He goes, I didn't want to say anything. He goes, he needs to be monitored now.
Babe.
He said he could literally have a heart attack. He said he needs to go now. So it is what it is. He's gonna be okay. The doctor said he's gonna be fine, but they gotta get him hooked up to a heart monitor now.
Is it okay? Serious? Day of the biopsy, and our nerves are strong, but our faith is stronger.
I had to do one or the other, basically. It's a port, which is like kind of like a surgery, where they put something like under the skin, like on your outer chest. So it's like, it's just like a way to take in the chemo that's like, it doesn't have to go through as many veins. Just
It's kind of like an IV, like that kind of thing.
It's like something, I don't know, it's just a way, because obviously the chemo is toxic. So it's like something like that. And then the other one was like, it's like a wire, so it's like a string thing that like goes from like your elbow all the way up to your chest, like up your arm, around your shoulder, and to your chest on the inside. And then like there's 2 little strings hanging out like by the elbow or like whatever. And then it's like this, it's for the same reason, and then that one you like pull out when you're done. So that one you just pull out when you're done, like with chemo. So you'd have it for like the full, however long their chemo sessions are. And then if the port, if I choose the port, which seems like the better option, just the way he was kind of explaining it. is you basically have like a surgery. It's not a crazy surgery, but it's a surgery to put it in, and then when you're done, a surgery to take it out. Literally, what I want to do is just like start chemo right away. I wish then like it's so much, bro. Like I'll talk to a doctor or a nurse or a physician, like literally, like at least just this morning, at least like 15 times. Like it's so many people talking to me about the same thing. It's like crazy. So I wish I'd like they know what's best. I wish I can just stop explaining to me, because I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't really care. Like I just, if you know, obviously you know it's gonna be better. Like let's just start it.
Yeah. But this is the time where more than ever, you need to listen and you need to be your own person right now and make sure you're making the right choices. Don't put your fate in someone else's hands completely. Like, you know, if I were there, obviously I'd be looking at everything and like processing and seeing which one is the best for which reason and this and that and that. I wouldn't just give them full control. And I know you're used to someone always stepping in and making sure you're making the best decision, and right now you're forced to do it on your own. But like, don't forget that. Like you know, trust yourself, trust your instinct.
So we'll see what's gonna go on. So we're gonna, they're gonna just basically today gonna figure it out. Tomorrow probably still be figuring out how to finish it or whatever. And then I'm gonna start, because I need to start as soon as possible.
Like just even last night when we're talking about your heart rate, and you said my heart rate's low, and I'm like, that's good, and you're like, no, I'm worried it's too low. And I'm like, you can't worry about, things are going well, you can't worry about them like going too well is almost what like you're worrying about. Like try to realize in those moments when things are going your way, take a moment and be like, okay, things are good, things are going my way, like thank you Jesus, things are going my way, instead of worrying that they're gonna go like too much, you know? Try to, you know, I've been talking to you about that for a couple weeks, just like, you know, your mindset of like, what can you gain from this and what's your purpose from this? And I know it's gonna inspire so many people, and I feel like you have to keep that in mind.
We just got some really good news. Dad's gonna be home on, what day is it? Today's Friday, so he'll be home as early as Sunday, but probably Monday.
Excited.
Probably Monday! And it's not the worst cancer, it's the most common type. Daddy's gonna be home!
Yeah, are you happy? Are you happy and excited? We all are. We got the big party.
What's going on, guys? Today I am starting my first round of chemotherapy. It should be in about an hour or so. I'm about to eat first. Obviously, I am nervous, scared, anxious, but I think that's completely normal for what's going on. I'm not necessarily sure how the chemotherapy works. I know it's about a full day of getting the medicine in my body. I have to be monitored because things could happen like allergic reactions, or it's hurting, which means something's wrong, stuff like that. And they're gonna monitor me afterwards to make sure that I don't have any of those things after the chemo is actually done. I'm not necessarily sure how the chemotherapy works. I know it's about a full day of getting the medicine in my body. I have to be monitored because things could happen like allergic reactions, or it's hurting, which means something's wrong, stuff like that. And they're gonna monitor me afterwards to make sure that I don't have any of those things after the chemo is actually done. So I'm gonna try to record a little bit for you guys. So wish me luck, keep me in your prayers. My biggest thing is just getting better right now so I can get home. So you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, guys, so I have this IV on this arm. It's going up to here. This one is for fluids and stuff. Then I have another IV in my other arm, and this one's for the chemo, which I am about to start. What's going on, guys? So I just started my first round of chemo. I'm about an hour in. I found out that the whole thing's about an 8-hour session, which is a lot better than a 24-hour session, which I thought it was going to be. Right now, how I'm feeling is still very anxious. I'm less scared because it's going now. It already started. So like I said, I'm using that IV now. Can't even see it. I'm using the IV now that I showed you guys before for the chemo. So I have the fluid still going, and now I have the chemo. This is my first round of chemo. It's 6 full rounds that you're gonna do with 3 weeks in between. And that doesn't necessarily mean that every chemo session is gonna be as easy as this one, like an 8-hour session. There's some that are 5 days, like never really know. It just depends on how your body reacts to it. And every doctor, every patient, you hope that the chemo reacts well with your body so that you can continue on a good path, but that doesn't really happen for everybody. So let's just hope that that can happen for me. Again, I know that this is a crazy situation and it sounds crazy to you guys, but I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm truly fine. I'm not, living in fear every day. I have my faith, and my faith is still strong. I just want you guys to continue to be there for me and be there for my family and just be strong with me and just keep sending your prayers and your love, and I appreciate you guys so much.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah.
We're gonna get through this. The first day of getting better. One step in the right direction.
I know, so hopefully they can just finish this and not have any complications, because complications mean I have
You won't. Don't even talk about them. Just appreciate that we're going in the right direction. There's no complications. I'm proud of you. I'm happy. Let's get healthy. Let's get strong. I love you.
Thank you. Too.
Kiss your phone so it's like we're kissing.
Okay, ready?
Oh.
Count down.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, babe. I'm gonna text you.
Alright, love you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. His dad just texted me right now, actually.
What do you say?
Have you heard anything? Should I call him?
Yeah.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, I just talked to him. I literally just got off the phone with him. He already started. It's gonna be like a couple hour process. He says he's comfortable though, like it doesn't hurt or anything. So yeah, he feels good. He's doing it right now, and they're just checking up on him. So he's probably gonna order dinner right now and just finish it out.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling me. I'm studying for the whole all day. I can't stop thinking about it. I've been nervous and painful. I didn't know what's going on, where he started, how he was doing, so, but just keep praying.
Hey, Landon.
Just want to say I'm thinking about you.
I just want you to know I love you.
Get well soon, bro. We're here for you.
We know that you're going to be good. You know that you're going to be good.
And we're all praying for you.
We love you. Keep your head up, and we will see you very soon.